Starting our journey at number 1 is Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, the definitive samurai experience that serves as the spiritual predecessor to Ghost of Yotei. Set during the first Mongol invasion of Japan in 1274, you play as Jin Sakai, a warrior who must abandon traditional samurai code to become the ghost and save his homeland. The combat system perfectly balances honorable katana duels with stealth assassinations, allowing players to choose their approach to each encounter. Tsushima Island is breathtakingly beautiful, with rolling hills of pampas grass, tranquil bamboo forests, peaceful hot springs, and ancient shrines scattered throughout the landscape. The guiding wind mechanic replaces traditional UI markers, creating an immersive navigation system that feels natural and unobtrusive. Photo mode is exceptionally robust, letting you capture cinematic moments with Kurosawa film filters and extensive camera controls. The Iki Island expansion adds a substantial new region with its own storyline, exploring Jin's past trauma and introducing new enemy types and gameplay mechanics that deepen the overall experience. Moving to number 2, we have Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, From Software's brutally challenging take on feudal Japan during the Sengoku period. You control a shinobi known as Wolf on a quest to rescue his young lord and seek revenge against those who severed his arm. The posture-based combat system is unlike anything else, requiring precise timing to deflect enemy attacks and break their guard for devastating death blows. The prosthetic arm offers various tools, like the grappling hook for vertical traversal, flamethrower for east encounters, and loaded umbrella for blocking powerful attacks. Death is a core mechanic, where you can resurrect once per life, but repeated deaths spread a disease called dragon rot, affecting NPCs and quest outcomes. Boss encounters are legendary tests of skill, demanding pattern recognition and perfect execution, with fights against Genoshido, Guardian Ape, and Ishin ranking among gaming's most memorable duels. The world design encourages exploration, with hidden paths leading to optional bosses, upgrade materials, and lore items that piece together the mysterious narrative.
At number 3 sits Rise of the Ronin, Team Ninja's open-world samurai action game set during the Bakumatsu period when Japan opened its borders to the west. You create a custom Ronin navigating the political turmoil between those who support the shogunate and those pushing for modernization and imperial restoration. The combat blends traditional Japanese swordplay with newly introduced firearms, creating dynamic encounters where switching between katana and revolver becomes essential. Character customization is extensive, allowing you to shape your Ronin's appearance, fighting style, and moral alignment through choices that affect faction relationships and story outcomes. The open world recreates historical locations like Yokohama and Kyoto with bustling streets, traditional architecture, and period-accurate details. Bond systems let you form relationships with historical figures and fictional characters, leading to unique missions and gameplay benefits. Glider traversal adds verticality to exploration, while the grappling hook enables quick navigation across rooftops and cliffsides, making movement feel fluid and engaging throughout the expansive map.
Number 4 brings us Nioh 2, a challenging action RPG that combines brutal combat with deep character customization and yokai mythology. Set in the late 1500s during Japan's Sengoku period, you play as a half-human, half-yokai warrior called a Shiftling, fighting through historical battles against both human enemies and supernatural creatures. The stance system offers high, mid, and low combat styles for each weapon type, creating incredibly diverse movesets and tactical options during fights. Key pulse mechanics require managing your stamina carefully by timing button presses to recover energy and continue offensive pressure. Spirit transformations let you assume powerful yokai forms, turning the tide in desperate situations with devastating special attacks. Loot systems provide constant equipment drops with randomized stats, encouraging experimentation with different builds and playstyles. Online features include summoning help for difficult missions, clan battles for competitive players, and shared graves showing where other players died with the option to fight their revenant for rare rewards. Coming in at number 5 is Assassin's Creed Shadows, the latest entry taking the franchise to feudal Japan during the Azuchi Momoyama period. The game features dual protagonists with Nioh, a shinobi specializing in stealth and parkour, and Yasuke, the historical African samurai who serves Oda Nobunaga, bringing direct combat prowess. Dynamic seasons affect gameplay, with winter snow revealing footprints, autumn foliage providing cover, and spring festivals creating crowd opportunities for social stealth. Combat has been refined to feel more grounded and realistic, with Yasuke's heavy strikes contrasting sharply against Nao's swift assassinations and acrobatic movement. The open world recreates iconic locations like Himeji Castle, Azuchi Castle, and the streets of Kyoto with meticulous attention to architectural accuracy and cultural details. Customization extends to both characters, with different skill trees, equipment loadouts, and gameplay focuses that encourage switching between them based on mission requirements and personal preference, creating varied experiences throughout the campaign. At the halfway point, we find Elden Ring, From Software's dark fantasy epic that shares the challenging combat DNA with samurai games while adding open-world exploration. You play as a Tarnished, seeking to become Elden Lord in the lands between, a shattered realm filled with demigods, colossal beasts, and nightmarish creatures. The combat system builds on Dark Souls' foundations, adding jump attacks, guard counters, and weapon arts that provide more offensive options during encounters. The open world design encourages non-linear exploration, with legacy dungeons offering concentrated challenges, while the overworld hides secrets, optional bosses, and upgrade materials in every direction. Spirit Ashes summons allow you to call spectral allies during tough fights, providing strategic options for solo players tackling overwhelming odds. Build variety is staggering, with countless weapon combinations, sorceries, incantations, and armor sets, enabling everything from nimble dex builds to heavy strength tanks or pure magic users. Cooperative and competitive multiplayer seamlessly integrate, letting you summon help or invade other worlds for intense PvP duels. Number 7 showcases Final Fantasy XVI, a dark medieval fantasy that trades turn-based combat for real-time action inspired by Devil May Cry. You follow Clive Rosfield through a revenge-driven story spanning decades as he gains the power of multiple icons, godlike summons that grant spectacular abilities. Combat is fast and flashy, with different icon powers equipped simultaneously, allowing you to chain together devastating combos using abilities from Garuda, Titan, Phoenix, and others. Boss battles reach epic proportions, with icon versus icon clashes that transform into massive kaiju-style confrontations spanning entire landscapes. The mature narrative explores themes of slavery, political intrigue, and the cost of war, with a cast of complex characters whose fates intertwine throughout the branching story paths. Side quests flesh out the world building, revealing the impact of your actions on common people and providing context for the larger conflicts. Arcade mode unlocks after completion, letting you replay boss fights and challenge specific encounters for high scores, encouraging mastery of the combat system. At number 8, we have Stellar Blade, a stylish action game set in a post-apocalyptic Earth where humanity has fled to space. You control Eve, an elite soldier sent to reclaim the planet from mysterious creatures called Natabas that have overrun civilization. Combat system emphasizes perfect timing with parries and dodges that slow time, allowing for punishing counterattacks when executed correctly. Combo variety comes from unlocking new skills and upgrading weapons with different movesets that encourage aggressive play while still rewarding defensive mastery. Exploration takes you through ruined cities, desolate wastelands, and underground facilities, each hiding secrets, collectibles, and challenging optional bosses. The narrative explores themes of identity and what it means to be human, as Eve uncovers the truth about Earth's fall and her own origins. Boss designs are spectacular, featuring massive creatures and powerful humanoid enemies that require learning attack patterns and exploiting weaknesses to overcome their formidable defenses, making each victory feel genuinely earned. Moving to number 9 is Lies of P, a dark retelling of Pinocchio set in a Belle Epoque-inspired city consumed by a puppet uprising. You play as P, a humanoid puppet seeking to become human while searching for your creator, Geppetto, through the nightmare streets of Krat. The combat borrows heavily from Souls-like design, with stamina management, careful spacing, and learning enemy patterns being essential for survival. The weapon system lets you combine different blades and handles, creating unique movesets with special attacks and stat distributions tailored to your playstyle. The lying mechanic affects story outcomes, where choosing to tell the truth or lie during key moments influences which ending you receive and how characters perceive you. Boss encounters are memorable and challenging, featuring grotesque puppets and corrupted humans that test your mechanical skills and pattern recognition. Level design encourages thorough exploration, with shortcuts that loop back to earlier areas, hidden items that enhance your capabilities, and environmental storytelling that gradually reveals what catastrophe befell the city. Rounding out our top 10 is Black Myth Wukong, an action RPG based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. You play as the Destined One, a monkey warrior following in the footsteps of the legendary Sun Wukong through Chinese mythology and folklore. Combat is fast-paced and combo-heavy, with a staff that extends and morphs during attacks, creating visually spectacular fights against gods, demons, and mythological creatures. Transformation abilities let you assume different forms during battle, with each providing unique combat advantages and puzzle-solving capabilities throughout the interconnected world. The visuals are stunning, with environments ranging from misty mountain temples and lush bamboo forests to hellish underworld realms and celestial palaces, all rendered with incredible detail. Boss battles draw from Chinese mythology, featuring iconic characters like Erlong Shen and various demon kings, in encounters that mix combat prowess with strategic use of abilities and transformations to emerge victorious from these legendary confrontations.